whoever this message is for, baby, you are sexy as fuck. Okay. Empress at the back of the day. You are so alluring and so attractive right now. You have no idea. Okay, you are the type of person that when you walk in a room, you instantly shift the frequency. Okay, you're the type of person that walk in a room and don't even know how many eyes are watching you from behind. How many people's heart done skipped a beat because you walk past. How many people's memories that you are lodged in just because it's you? Okay, although I was definitely feeling this external sexiness when I got on here, it instantly has tuned into your spiritual frequency. I feel like that I've spoke on this message before, okay? And it's coming back around because somebody need to be reminded how beautiful and alluring you are. Not only to people, but to the universe, to consciousness, to nature. How much you're needed and how much you're wanted. Because it's not all about the need. Not all the time are you the need. It feels good to be wanted. It's okay to be wanted. For all the right reasons, of course. I'm here and I want a mixture. This is the element of I want to be wanted in a physical way and on a spiritual level. This is a level of no longer wanting to attract people who only want to come around for the external. This is why this switch. Somebody has really embodied their beauty from an internal standpoint. And this is why your sexy is becoming even more sexier. Okay, you are oozing sex appeal in the classiest way. Okay, I literally got a video on my channel with that title, Oozing Sex Appeal in the Classiest Way. If I'm not mistaken, I'm tapping into the frequency of that energy. Okay, back to what I said about the physical becoming, the physical being here, but the spirit is also tagging along. Okay, this is also the Two of Pentacles. I feel like my phone is about to die, so give me a second. Okay, my bad. I feel like that in itself was so synchronistic to this message because you bring life to situations where only death survived. This is how beautiful you are. This is how magnetic and divine your essence is. Okay? You're the type of person that people literally get upset with you because of this beauty that you exude, and they go to doing shit like spell work to try to reverse your fate. You could definitely be somebody that experience. I'm putting this Empress first. All right, I don't know why I'm just getting this the element of put the Empress first, because the Empress comes first. Okay, true beauty, creation. All right, but like I was saying, you give me this vibe that your angelic presence trigger people. Your happiness, your smile trigger people. The fact that you feel good about yourself trigger people. Your confidence, it trigger people. And maybe at some point you were made to believe that your beauty was a flaw, or even was taught beauty and beauty standards and how beauty should be expressed in a backwards way with this hangman energy. And it was in turn traumatic or created traumatic situations. You're the type of person, well, this is triggering, but your beauty caused people to become out of control, and you may have been abused sexually, if you get what I'm saying. I wanted to correct myself and say that your beauty did not cause anyone to do anything to you. It triggered their demons, their sexual demons, and they acted on their sexual demons. It's nothing that you did. It's nothing that you could have controlled. And I hope you don't feel that way. And maybe this is what created a trauma. You not wanting to be seen, not wanting to be heard. The fact that men lust over you so egregiously. The fact that most of the time you may even get in a relationship and these people only like the idea of you because of the beauty that you carry, but they don't have the capacity to understand you on a deeper level. I'm hearing God does. And y'all know who I think God is on this channel. All right. Your higher self consciousness. That's that thing. Not this body we identify with, but the soul, the essence. That mirror, that part in the Bible where it says God was made made in my reflection or something like that, made in my image. I made man in my image. This is what that means. My image, my imagination, my fantasy of what it's like consciousness, right? Like I said, there's a reading that's gonna post later on this week, and I keep channeling off that message, although it hasn't even been posted yet, right? Today's messages were really guided, honestly. But consciousness, right? And how it created a hologram for itself to be able to experience the physical, okay? Created in God's image, created in the image of consciousness, which to me, if I was thinking with my brain on a physical level, would think, it's like manifestation, right? When you create an image in your mind, right, or you're experiencing a world that does exist, but in who you presently presenting as, it's too loud. Give me a second. Okay, that's also so synchronistic of your beauty and allowing it to shine, because right then I just felt like someone else's beauty, which is Chantress Saber, like I couldn't hear myself. So this element of comparing yourself to other people, or people always comparing themselves to you, they feel like you are the loudest one in the room and you ain't even said shit, because that's the reality of it. But instead of them using you as inspiration, okay, because you do have some people out there that do, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, but I'm trying to help you understand why you feel so much heat and you feel so much pressure, baby, because you is that heat, bitch. You are that pressure, okay? If you don't like cuss words, this ain't the channel for you. All right, I just have to make that clear. I'm not trying to be rude to anybody. That's just my personality, and I don't believe in not being who I am and being free to appease anyone. No offense. But yeah, and that is so synchronistic with this message. Be you, be unapologetically you, because what is not good for somebody else is great for another person. You can't focus on the death or that dead energy that's trying to pull you in. You have to focus on the light. It's kind of like this. If I focus on the negative comments on this channel versus the positive comments, I would be giving myself a disservice, because 99.7% of the comments are positive. Why am I giving life to something that barely exists? Death is an illusion in the first place. Because even in its weakest state, whatever that element, whatever that is, could be used for life. Kind of like how our bodies should be given back to earth, because although the spirit no longer inhabit that vehicle, it's still nourishment for earth in itself. You go back where you came from on the physical level, this physical plane, and so does your spirit. Somebody here, your beauty extends to your intellect. I also feel like you are attracting partners with your mind and the way you think. This could even be brain power. Somebody here is literally walking glamour magic. Literally. I'm literally seeing something. I'm seeing consciousness use, kind of like an artist. I'm channeling art right now, but from a higher perspective, taking its time, curating you as this image, and all of that love that that artist felt, that patience, that grace, that honesty, the fulfillment of being able to just do it, is embedded in whoever that is that that person is creating. But like I said, this is your higher self. This is consciousness, what we call God, right? Curated you, this beauty. I really like this message. Okay, I'm also hearing somebody say, I really like you. Okay, there was a lot of energy that tried to come up against you for no reason. But the beautiful thing, and there we go, back to that beauty about it, is you were curated to withstand this. Consciousness knew as it was carving out the details of your features, how much pressure was going to come with it. So, of course, in your DNA, in your soul, in your essence, you were equipped to combat spell work. You were equipped to combat these projections that people try to project to you. Not only that, earth, herbs, nature, what you eat. Your beauty is written by your intention as well. I'm hearing everything is connected. It's reminding me of that movie Manifest. And I ain't gonna lie to you, when I first clicked that movie, right? Spirit said, take it. You are a gift. I'm hearing a gift from the heavens. Okay, you liberate people. All right, and even through your own energy, you do this to yourself. I'm hearing you are your own feeding source. Okay? This person is also immersed in this water. They could either be immersed and enjoying being in a different element, even though it's a little scary, or they can't stay down there too long because they gotta breathe, of course, or they can feel like they're drowning. This card is also constructed to signify fear, illusions, but there's also beauty in this element as well. Okay, I'm also hearing eye is in the, what? Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Excuse me. I also just heard God is in the eye of its beholder. Whoa. It's giving third eye and seeing through seeing through the eye of the spirit. I also find it so beautiful how that's not something that we necessarily see on the physical, even if we can see it through the physical features of a person. It's literally something that we see with our spirit eye, and we associate that seeing with the feeling on a physical level. I'm hearing bear with me, but I feel like I'm talking to myself as if I'm hearing big up yourself. Like I am nurturing myself. Okay, this empress, even though she's pregnant, she don't necessarily have to be pregnant with a baby. on a physical term. This could be pregnant with an idea, and it's incubating in the primordial waters of your spirit. And she's almost due. So somebody here, you could also be feeling this energy of fight. But Spirit is asking you to change your perspective about what that is. And the moment you do that, it's going to bring out this light and it's going to liberate you in some way. I also think it's so synchronistic that she is also immersed in water, floating. It's also reminding me of the illusion of space. When they moving like they in water. It's like a simulation, but given to you to believe in a literal sense. It kind of reminds me of religion, or at least the religion that I was raised in, and how it's given to you for you to be expressed, for you to embody in this way, the physical sense. But a lot of those contexts in the Bible, if you really think about it with common sense, like surviving in the mouth of a whale, it don't make no sense. In order for you to pick up what they putting down, you have to read it with your spirit eye. All right. And this is what they mean by it's in everything, even in those places that seem scary. God is there. There's beauty there. Do you know how beautiful it is for you to, and I just saw 1331 and 1333 on the timer. Threes could be significant for someone. But do you know how beautiful it is to even be able to understand what I'm saying right now? Truly take it in, or have the capacity to listen to try to understand or understand. A lot of people don't possess that. Some of us don't even have the attention span to be present. And I know how that feels, because you want to be in the moment, but you slowly start drifting off and thinking about other things, which taking you out of the element of what's going on right now. Okay, something about centering and grounding is going to be significant. I could also be speaking to somebody that smoke weed, all right, with these ones, 5 of wands, okay? That could be getting in the way of something here. Okay, but you can use it as a superpower, because it is a medicinal plant. It serves as medicine. It also serves as a enhancement of something that's already in your body, right? But you have to, when you ain't got to do nothing, but I would suggest that when you are smoking your herb or doing anything with psychedelics in general, be intentional about it, because that's when you get the most out of what you're doing. Herbs are definitely significant with this Ace of Pentacles. Someone here, you may need to water your plants, is what I'm hearing. I'm getting like they're thirsty. Okay. Or someone could be out of town, and this is why they haven't watered their garden or watered their plants. I really don't want to make this message that long. But you are beautiful, and you are infused with heaven. Literally. Your ethereal body, you have no idea. I'm getting something about mirror magic and gateways, okay? And as I say that, look at the fucking Fool. Water is a reflector. It is a mirror, okay? And look at the Queen of Cups. Yo, I'm just going ahead and accept it. Somebody here is a siren. And I know I just did this message, but water is always coming up in this collective, which tell me that it's a vital element. It connects us to literally everything, life in different ways, and how water and air is one and the same, but air is just a lighter form of that water. Okay. So, okay, I guess we can play into the idea with the space or whatever, but I don't know. It's just something about it is fishy to me. Okay, this is giving surveillance. There's a lot of eyes on you, a lot of people that watch you, stare at you. You can be doing something on social media here, or I'm getting this platform. You don't even have to necessarily be posting videos. You could just be pictures. People are going through your photos, something about a photo album. Somebody here also got an OnlyFans, all right? And no judgment, baby, do you. And it ain't no telling what you're doing, because OnlyFans is not only for X-rated content, but that's exactly what I'm picking up on. And there may be, I'm specifically talking to somebody who you rarely have other people, or this element of you doing it alone, but you recording it and making money out of it, all right? Because although people might think that you don't care about your body, it's just this element of, I don't know, I just feel like somebody is really like embodying themselves. They're not afraid to be naked on the internet, but they don't want anybody else involved because they love their own energy. They love the fact that it don't come with STDs, problems, attachments, all of that. This could even be somebody that filters their energy. Or spirit is saying, if you're doing what you're doing, right, filter your energy, cleanse your energy, take spiritual baths, put a shield over yourself, because obviously that brings in a lot of lustful energy. I could even be speaking to a stripper, okay, but I'm just a messenger. I am not the judge. I'm not the one that bring down the gavel. I'm not here to tell you what you're doing is wrong, okay? And I'm saying I'm not, because I don't give a fuck, but I feel other people sometimes when y'all watch my videos, because y'all have this construct of what's high vibrational. Like, for example, some people have a problem when I bring up in my love readings, threesomes, or I ain't even gonna say threesomes, because I was thinking about the spicy read. That's usually when it come up. But polygamy and poly of all kinds, right? How you gonna tell somebody that they're not high vibrational because they're experiencing life in a different frequency in which you experiencing it? Because you have this thing in your mind where one person belongs to another, you trying to make that be the reality of somebody else's. When, what if two people that's truly in love with themselves and truly want to embody the best of both worlds come together and they experience that with a third person who also want that? It's about you finding your tribe, okay? You being your beautiful you, not letting nobody else tell you how your life should go. Because there's somebody out there that vibrate on that same frequency and want what you want. And you and that somebody attract each other by living through that frequency. And as you go through with the flow, you find other people that's in that same river, okay? That's beauty. I just can't get away from how, I don't know, especially with this Lover's card in my hand with the Hierophant, baby. This is talking about love. There is somebody in your energy, or people in general, right, that just think you're so captivating. I'm getting this energy of it should be a crime how beautiful you are. But with the Hierophant showing up, this shows me that these are people that see you through their God eye. They don't just see you externally, even though you bad, baby. Okay? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Just because one person might like slim thick, don't mean that another person might not like them some fluff. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted. Beauty is not to be put in a box. Just like you aren't. It's vast. You know how many parts of the world is beautiful and it's not taken away from the other parts of the world that's beautiful? They're existing together. I'm also getting this energy. There's no reason for you to compete with what another person got going on when you got something going on too. Okay, take the energy how it resonates. I'm sorry I ain't introduced myself. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Okay. Thank you for everything. I'm kind of running out the high of that reading that I just recorded. So bear with me, babies. All right. But moving forward, I'm about to get up out of here. Okay. You got the Wheel of Fortune, the World. There's something here. The cycle ended in a new beginning. There's something here that's about to shock you. Oh, I'm just getting this element of your beauty shocks people. This is like somebody doing what they doing, minding their business. I'm literally seeing somebody at work, focused on what they gotta do, and then you walk past, or you in the air, or your presence is near, and they can feel it, and they start looking around, and they see you, and they're captivated. You might not even feel like you're looking your best or feeling your best, but these people are captivated because it's the aura. I just saw gold. I'm also seeing gold drip, like gold traces in someone's blood as well. Something about your DNA, your ancestry is significant. I'm also seeing this golden aura. Okay. I also just heard golden cards. Okay. And I'm also hearing something about express and trains, the train track. Something about the crossroads is also significant for someone. Someone here could be deep into the occult or magic, or this could be like, I'm picking up this element of haters, bruh. People in the background that just can't get enough of you. Envy. Someone here, you might have some deep, I don't know why I'm hearing ancestral trauma around that. That's something that your bloodline, you can come from some good genes, baby. Okay. I'm hearing too, you will always be the beauty standard. Okay. And the beauty standard changed a lot. Okay. And it's just the standard of what they televise to us. You will always be the beauty standard, which means that you are someone, you might be a mutable sign, or this element of you just shining in so many places and spaces within your life, and also triggering that same beauty or that same energy in other people's lives, consciously and unconsciously. I'm also seeing somebody in the dream realm with this moon card. Like, you even going into people's dreams, helping them. Like, people could say that they had a dream about you. You could also be somebody that does content. And I'm talking about somebody high vibration, because it is people out there where you be watching their videos and they not good witches or people with good intentions, and you dream about, they come in your dreams because they be doing whatever the fuck. I don't know. I can't explain it because I'm not in that world, but I know it's there. But I'm getting this energy of you astral traveling into other people's lives, into other people's dreams, helping them out in different realms. Okay. I'm hearing the sun in the day and the brightest star at night. Okay. Your money is about to elevate. Your gifts are also elevating. Your ability to travel, i.e. your gifts. So I'm getting something about somebody's spiritual gifts are elevating. Your energy is elevating. You are attracting different people from different calibers of life. Okay. And it's so synchronistic because today is Easter. I don't do all of the holidays and shit because the intentions behind it, but that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day and a whole nother channel. Okay. But it's synchronistic with the resurrection, being born again. Okay, I feel like this is the type of energy that you exude, that you embody. The true embodiment of rebirth, with the empress being the first card, the hangman also representing the number 3. 3 plus 3 is 6, and 9. 9, 6, 3. Universal numbers. You got another 9, and you got a 5. Change. Okay? Even the 0 exists. because it's also needed. I'm also getting this energy of zeros in your bank account, adding more zeros to your bank account. Okay, this could also be something that you're manifesting, or you spoke in a mirror. Mirror magic is significant for somebody. Happiness, fulfillment, balance. Someone could also have a chest tattoo, all right, right in the center of their chest or in between them titties, girl. Or you could be thinking about that, all right. I'm also seeing like a throat tattoo or something here around the ears, okay. Or you could be being called to get some sort of symbol here. I'm also hearing something about an initiation. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be an initiation to some sort of group. This could literally be a spiritual initiation. You could also be an initiator. You initiate people into themselves, is what I just heard. So what you embody by being present, by being grounded, by being you, by being this empress, you also trigger empress energy in other people. You are helping to create, and I don't want to say create empresses, because they already are, but like I said, you're triggering empress energy in other people, whether this is their good empress or bad empress, because like I said, you are meant to trigger people, whether this is good or bad. Some people you trigger and they get upset, and some people you trigger and they be like, yeah baby, I needed that. This person was sent from heaven, is what I just heard. And you have a partner here that sees that, whether you're with this person or not, and is going to cherish that. You and this person's connection is going to be so magical. With that being said, I'm out of here. Okay, I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. Look, the light in the dark. That's you, baby. You are beautiful. Don't ever forget that. Okay, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for liking, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel if you feel called to, and I will see you guys in the next experience. I don't know why I feel like I just want to be in the beach or be in some water. Anyway, peace.